Okay, looks like I'm white. Trying out 7 Dawn today to see how it goes. He approached. I think I just want to be calm. I can just play here, or I can enclose. I think I'll enclose. If I go here, he's probably just plays over here, and I can't really build anything on the bottom. And here, I can still at least get some points on the bottom, and his influence is hard to use because I already played this enclosure. And now he has to figure out something to do with this group. Okay, so he just makes a base for it. Makes sense. Could approach here, but it doesn't seem like it really does too much besides to take away his corner. So I think I'd rather try and approach up here and try and develop something on the top side. And I will just try and go here. I could go for the corner, but then I think this is too open. This is still open, but not nearly as bad. Okay, so he's trying to reduce, and I just want to keep my corner and keep his group weak. Because of this stone, he doesn't really have a good extension to make a base. Probably won't be able to kill it, but all he can really do is reduce while making a somewhat weak group here, and then he's also helping me reduce this area. Because as he runs or tries to live, I'm just kind of naturally reducing this spot. Probably can push here once, and probably once more, because this group is very, very weak. So he can Atari and go here and extend his liberties in the corner. But if I can push through and cut, I don't think he can kill me first. Okay, so he just defends. I'm going to peep here. Kind of keeps it weak and also gives me somewhat of a connection under. I think he's trying to force me to go back and connect, but maybe I can at least push first to get rid of his eye shape. Because I don't want it to be too easy for him to live. Yeah, I'll go ahead and push once. So if he blocks an Atari, and if he connects, I can Atari. And then I have to go back and defend. So now he kind of has like a stick here, and it's not really doing much. Okay, so he has to try and live. I just want to keep my stones connected. Because again, I'm not really trying to kill this because it can already run out. So I don't think it's very likely that it will die. Although he's not defending it either. And this group is a little bit weak. So maybe I could try and do something over here. Probably Kasumi that stays connected. Force him to run this way, and then I can add moves here naturally, which is kind of defending this. And I don't want to let him connect his weak group to a strong stone too easily. And then if I can force him to run out here and I can get stones here, I can also reduce this a little bit more. Because I want to push and cut here. He can kind of push out here, but then the 2 stones get weak. But I'm not sure it really helps me too much. So I think I'll just be patient, and I'll Hane on this side. And then I should be able to extend, because if he cuts, I can kind of push and squeeze, and playing anything else just feels a little bit painful. So I'll go ahead and extend. And I don't really want to let him connect, so I think I'm just going to attach to see if I can do something over here, kind of in Sente, while also keeping this weak. Again, don't want to make it too easy. And now there is some weaknesses over here he needs to worry about. And now he's pretty much just alive. I got to reduce a little bit. There's some Aji here. Now I probably need to go back and focus on my group. And I think I want to try and just live at the top while reducing his corner. This cut is still there, but I can kind of just push through and squeeze, and it should be okay. Because I'm already alive in the corner. And here, he's aiming at that a little bit more. And he's also trying to develop over here. So I can't give him all of this, so I have to invade. I can look at playing like an attach and kind of just living on this side. And if he lets me run up this way, his group's not 100% alive. And if he tries to pincer, I go up, it's kind of similar. So I kind of like this attach. It seems like it will very quickly either turn into a living group or I connect somehow. So I think if I play a bit more space, he kind of just will connect, I make a base, and my group is still a little bit weak. he just plays on top. He still has some cutting points to worry about. And yep, now I just need to live on the side. But here I'm a little bit stronger than if I just make a 2-space extension. He does have cutting points, so yep, he does defend. And I really don't want to get surrounded. I do have to worry a little bit about the cut here, but it's very small. Like, he spent all of these stones here, and if he only captures 2, it feels not big enough. And I'm probably never going to invade here, so I'm going to attach to try and make my group a little bit stronger in Sente if I can, and then Tanuki to play on the bottom side. Okay, so he's trying to avoid giving me Sente, but I did get at least a little bit stronger here. It really just depends on how confident I am this can live, which I'm not very confident. So I think I need to just add a move. Yep, and then that is a big move. I think I will just give it to him. I'll just push here. And Hane. I can go for reducing this. I can start attaching here. I believe I can connect here. If he pushes, I go here, he cuts, I can capture 2 stones. I just have to worry about if he can play here. Let's just see what he does. Yep, and then I have to block. Feels like there should be some Aji here I can use with this weak group. Like, if I play here and he goes here, I can go here. If he blocks, I have a Atari and a capture. But not much time to fully read it out. And even if I do capture the 2, maybe he can still surround me, but we'll have to see what happens. Okay, he just blocks, which lets me connect, which is pretty good because now I can play moves over here, which reduces his eye space. And there's still some cutting points over here he would need to worry about. I think I'll just Atari, and then I'll play something over here, which is try to either live in the corner or make a base. And I don't want to play too heavy. Like, if I just go here, he just pincers. So I want to try and keep it light. So I'll just Hane, and then I'll come over here to make a base. Which he can still capture a few stones here, but as long as I get something over here, it shouldn't be too bad for me. Do have to worry about this group living, though. Okay, this feels a little bit desperate. I don't really have to worry about influence here, I don't think. So I think I'll just try and connect under. Or live on the side. If he goes here, I go here, here, here. It seems a little bit too easy for him. But if I push here, he goes down, he can push and cut, so I don't think I really have too much choice, I just have to connect under. But it should be okay. And I can still reduce from this side, and I can still jump in. And this, I think, is just too small. So I'm going to go ahead and jump. Just be careful about the cut, so maybe I can only extend. Yeah, I'll just extend, be a bit careful. And he probably needs to defend this somehow. And then I think I will try and keep as much of the corner as I can while reducing his. Here I can just block. He can push through, but I'm already kind of alive here. And he eventually has to come back and block. And then I can peep here again, which I can jump in or connect, which is also giving me maybe a few extra points, but it'd be a little bit too slow to play this now. Yeah, there is some Aji here, and I'm also just a little bit worried about this group. So I think I'll try and do some things here. Just trying to make sure I at least have one eye here, and then I'll have some on the side. And I'll play here, just to make sure this is 100% alive. And it feels like he has to be a bit careful about this. But I guess instead of connecting, he can just kind of live on the side. And if I simply just connect here, and he gets to play something here, I don't think one is bigger than the other. So yeah, I'll just connect. And that is quite big, but I think this is probably bigger. Yeah, we'll play here. And then he plays there, which is big. Maybe I should have attached here first. but too late. I'll play here first, see what he does. So if he plays something like this, maybe there's some Aji I can use. If he just connects, then just pushing is probably good enough. Can I go here? If I go here, he probably just will attach. So probably just need to try and connect from the outside, give away this, but reduce the center. And stay connected. Yeah, it's pretty big. Not sure which is bigger though. If I go here and he cuts, I can Atari and squeeze. So this one's probably bigger. If he goes here, I probably need to Atari first. So if I do all this first and he captures 2 stones, this is no longer an Atari. So to need to do it now. Then I can squeeze. And connect. And he has to start being careful with some cutting points and this getting cut off, but for now it should just be safe. This endgame is pretty big, and so is this one, but he simply defends. I think I want to play this one because this feels very big, because even if he blocks here I connect. Later I can either clamp or play another sensei move. Yep, it's pretty big. I also want to look at this cut because if he goes here and I can like Atari, I can go here and here. So I think there's some weakness. And as long as this is alive, it doesn't matter if I lose this stone. Okay, so he plays that one. I actually didn't read that one. So if I go here and he blocks, and I go here, 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 I guess I can't really do anything about that. So maybe this was a mistake. But there's some Aji here, so later it feels like maybe I can get away with something. Not sure. We'll just peep here so I get some more time. And this is very big. And if I go here, then I can play this one, threatening to cut. And this group's not alive, and then I can save this. So I think just capturing this and then being patient should be good. And if he makes an eye here, I can still Atari and then peep, which would make this a false eye. And then peep here, and then I guess he can still block here. If I go here, he Ataris. I guess he can clamp. So maybe it doesn't work. Not sure. I'll just go back to endgame. Not enough time. And then this is just big, so I probably should come here. Yeah, because I think if I go here, he Ataris, and then he can Atari, and if I connect, he goes here. But if I let him capture this, then he has 2 eyes, so then the squeeze doesn't really do anything. So I'd much rather play here in Sensei, which he stops it before I can, because then I at least would have made some points there. But he still needs to come back and fix somehow, but I don't get any points. And yeah, he still has to connect at some point, but he should be connected. Maybe I can go for the ko and then save. I think I feel like I'm winning. So maybe he is just going to risk it. And I have nothing to lose, so I'll go ahead and start the ko. And if I reduce anything more than what I lose here if he takes, then it should be good enough. So like even I think just pushing here would be good enough. Because letting me Atari and push through is too big. And yeah, I think just connecting here. Simple stuff like this is going to be big enough. So I definitely feel like I have the advantage here. And if I need to, I can always just connect and save the 2 stones. And then he has to connect, and I have Sensei to play something else. So I don't want to play any like really bad ko threats, but I don't really have too many anyway. After that, I might be just out of ko threats, but I don't think that really matters because he just has too many. Like he can play here, he can push through here, and then Atari. So yeah, I think I will just connect. He has to connect, or I guess he has so many ko threats he could have Tanuki'd. And then I'll just go back to big endgame, which this one is pretty big. And since he played this, I actually think I can push here now. But maybe I don't have enough space. Like if I go here and he extends, I can't really ever capture. But I can at least Hane connect, which before I couldn't. Not sure which is better. We'll just play this one and stay connected. And yep, that's pretty big. I'll just connect. Don't really have anything else that's bigger in Sensei. This one could be pretty big. So if I cut this off, this is still somewhat weak, but I don't think I can actually kill because it's 6 spaces. But maybe this Ko would become a thing where maybe if I get an Atari, but I think I'm already ahead. And I can't play here. And if he goes here, I can just capture. So I think I need to play something else. Just keep growing the points I have. If I go here, he wants to throw in, and then he can capture everything. So I have to give him that stone. Then a push here seems pretty big, but this is also big. Yeah, I'll block. I guess he wants to play here. I'll capture at least once because you're supposed to, but I'm not sure if I can win a co-fight. So he just has too many. But I at least wasted one, and then I just have to go back and connect. Then, yep, he doesn't take, but he goes there. So I save here, which is going to be worth just 2 points. This one also is 2. But it gives me a lot of code threats. Yep, pretty big. But I guess unless we have an odd number, the code threats doesn't matter. I guess this is worth something. Don't want to give him a bunch of stones for free, so should definitely block. That's also really big. Kind of want to go here because if I get this one or this one, he'll have to at least add one more move there. And I'm not sure I have anywhere else to play that's actually worth points. And this is kind of 50-50. If I win one, he wins the other. So I think I just have to go for trying to force him to play one more move here. Yep, and then I play this one. So if I fill in this Liberty, I can Atari extend, and then this would be dead. So he has to add one more move here to live. Yeah, really not much else to play. I think it's just Dame at this point. Yep, he does have to go back. Yeah, just Dame. Don't think I have anything to worry about if I fill in all my liberties. Okay, and he resigns because I'm just a few points ahead. And well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more at this level, and I can try and do it. But I'll see you all next time.